His Excellency Dr. Jaishankar, it need not be told, he's a diplomat, an international diplomat of the highest stature and capability. He understands very well the heartbeat of Sri Lanka, just as much as he understands the heartbeat of the Indian people. In a multiplicity of ways, we believe that the administration of His Excellency Narendra Modi has walked the talk and helped Sri Lanka. It is my sincere belief that the bilateral relationship between Sri Lanka and India must not be viewed purely from a lens of diplomacy. I think we have shared geography, shared history, culture, and economic destiny. So our destinies are inextricably linked and interwoven. So I think it's in the mutual interest of both countries that we cooperate, work together, and we have shown that our relationship has overcome many an obstacle, multiplicity of challenges, and our relationship has survived. So it's very important for both our countries to cooperate, and that cooperation will result in both our countries achieving our national objectives and national interests. I specifically believe that India has a very important and pivotal role to play in supporting Sri Lanka in terms of enhancing and developing our digital economy. Our vision to achieve a $30 billion digital economy by 2030, and to ensure that cooperation in the IT and business process outsourcing and management sectors, that we thrive. And I think India has a very important role to play. In addition, we believe that in terms of energy, the relationship in the energy arena has to be strengthened so that Sri Lanka manages to reduce the energy costs. One of the main elements that is important to attracting foreign businesses, foreign entrepreneurs, and foreign direct investment. In addition, in the tourism sector, we believe that both our countries can work together. Sri Lanka welcomes millions of tourists, and I believe that we are a favored destination for Indian tourists, and we can cooperate and work together in developing that arena. And also in terms of foreign direct investment, I sincerely believe that Indian entrepreneurs, Indian businesses can come to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is a very attractive destination for Indian investments, and Indian investments that generate export-oriented income, and also Indian investments that enhances employment of Sri Lankans and adds to the national productive capacity is most welcome. So these are some of the areas in which both our countries can cooperate. And certainly, Sri Lanka should take the extra step forward towards enhancing the bilateral relationship in terms of economics, politics, commerce, foreign trade, and cooperation in a plethora of areas that adds value to both our countries.
Right. So you met with the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar during his Colombo visit. How do you look at India's assistance to the island nation as it announced a relief package of $4 million US following Cyclone Ditwa? And also, what are your views of India's neighborhood first policy, as India has always been the first responder to the crisis, like we saw during the island's economic recovery?
We had a very productive, candid, constructive, progressive, and frank exchange of ideas. And His Excellency Dr. Jaishankar, it need not be told, he's a diplomat, an international diplomat of the highest stature and capabilities. And he understands very well the heartbeat of Sri Lanka, just as much as he understands the heartbeat of the Indian people. So the neighborhood first policy has been very beneficial to Sri Lanka. It has not been confined to pronouncements and declarations. In recent times, when Sri Lanka has faced multiple crises, especially during the time of bankruptcy, over $4 billion US worth of support, assistance, grants, soft loans were provided to help Sri Lanka overcome its financial challenges. In addition, the major crises and the catastrophe that Sri Lankans faced with Cyclone Ditwa and India's proactive support and involvement as the first responder. Not merely the $450 million US support, 100 million in grants and 350 million in terms of concessionary loans. We can't forget the immediate response provided by India, especially with regard to the immediate assistance that was given through Sagar Bandhu and also through the provision of a variety of resources, including the National Disaster Relief Force. So in a multiplicity of ways, we believe that the administration of His Excellency Narendra Modi has walked the talk and helped Sri Lanka at its time of dire need. And this exemplifies the importance of India's neighborhood first policy. In fact, I would like to promote India's policy as supporting Sri Lanka first policy. And we will work towards achieving that ultimate goal. And I think the external affairs of India has been proactive, constructive, progressive, and India has identified the real needs of the Sri Lankan people, the basic human needs of the Sri Lankan people. And we are very grateful and thankful to His Excellency Modi's administration and also the people of India for the tremendous support, for the magnanimity and straightforward, forthright, immediate assistance that was provided to Sri Lanka on both these occasions, Cyclone Ditwa and also during the times of bankruptcy.
Mhm. Right. So, how important, according to you, is India's role in ensuring security and stability in the Indian Ocean region? And how can strong India-Sri Lanka relations contribute to greater stability in South Asia?
As I mentioned before, India's national interests and Sri Lanka's national interests, they converge. And through this convergence, there is mutual respect, mutual understanding, constructive and progressive cooperation between both our countries. And we don't want to disguise the fact that India is a global superpower. That's the reality on the ground. And we recognize India's superpower status, not merely in terms of regional power, but in terms of global power. That is why I have not hesitated in promoting a permanent seat in the UN Security Council for India, because that reflects global power realities.
Mm-hmm.
India's policy in recent times, under His Excellency Narendra Modi's administration, has made a purposeful effort to support the people of Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka's national interests and India's national security interests, they both converge. They both come together. They are in no way a contradiction. So it is in our mutual interest to recognize India's status and work constructively and productively with India, especially as a Sri Lankan. We would like the relationship to add value to the Sri Lankan people. And it has done so. It has done so in terms of fulfilling the basic human needs of the Sri Lankan people. So the Narendra Modi administration, His Excellency's administration, has in fact fulfilled the human rights of the Sri Lankan people. Human rights in terms of economic rights, social rights, health rights, developmental rights, together with other rights. So I think the relationship is thriving, and we believe that India's role in the region is very important. Its leadership is indispensable to promoting both regional security